Welcome back to Claremont Cricket Club for finals day of the 2023 Last Man Stands World Champs. Heritage cricketers from Bangladesh taking on the Sandton Royals. And Sandton Heritage cricketers from Bangladesh have only lost one game. Sandton Royals, look at their world ranking, number 4 in the world. Heritage are coming into this game as strong favourites though. But Sandton Royals will want to prove a point here. They want to prove why they're number 2 in the national rankings and 4 in the world. And that's what they're all playing for. This is the first semi-final. Following this match, the Conquerors will be taking on the current world champions in the form of Masagami. Conquerors are the English champions. So 4 teams that were seeded 1 to 4 after the group stages have made it through to semi-finals. So I think it's gone according to form. Sandton Royals have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. So Brighton Janji coming off the back of 2 very, very good knocks in his last 2 games. But he won't be used to this. Akil Kahar, they're starting with the slow left arm spin. So Brighton Janji's used to the pace coming on. And I think this is a purpose, strategic change from the guys from Bangladesh. Knowing the South African teams, especially the Joburg teams, are used to pace coming on. And they've got a 4-2 field, so this is interesting. They've taken the power play. There's a big, big gap between mid-on and square leg. Only 2 fielders on the leg side, as you can see there. So Jared Oldest on strike. He's been outstanding during this tournament. Very fluid through the offside. But is he going to try and take on that big gap on the leg side early? Big shot for LBW. The umpire signals high. So, bit of a nervy start here for the Royals. Look at it from the other angle here. Drifting in. I think that's outside the line. That's good umpiring. Shots of 2. And this is, this could be tight. No, it's a feature of the Sandton Royals game. These 2 openers are very fit. Quick between the wickets. Martin and Baker comes in number 3. It's exactly the same. So they've got a very strong top 3 that just play good cricket shots. Put that into the leg side. So Jared Older, he's got the pink and blue helmet. Brighton Janji is his partner on the other end. He's got the blue helmet. So tidy start from Akil Kahar. And now they're going for pace on here. They've going back to a regulation 3-3 field. So the new bowler is Usman Ali Mushtaq. Jared Older on strike. Comes from good stock. I wonder if his brother is watching. His brother's played for South Africa under 19. Good run in there from Older. So I think the 2 batsmen will prefer the pace coming on here. I think they felt it looked a bit nervy with the spinners. They really used to the pace coming on. As I'm joined in the commentary box by Simon Melbers.
Thanks, Wayne. Good start here for Sandton. I think Heritage will be pretty happy as well. Just like a boxing match to begin with, always a little bit cagey.
Oh,
well bowled by Usman. Great take as well.
Looked like they were cut back a mile there.
Swing. Ooh, Pervenares swing on that one. Look at the shape on that.
That's gone with the arm and then just kept going as it hit the deck. That's unplayable.
Sandton have started very well with their running between the wickets as well, Wayne. It was a feature of their game yesterday against Rebels.
Yeah, this is one of the best attacks in the tournament though, Simon. So they're going to have to up their game here because the level of competition just gets better from here. Heritage are much fancied to go on here. Sandton Royals. This is Brighton Janji also getting one. Chopped that one down to fine leg. So the ball's moving around here, Simon.
Yeah, I think Usman's a very skillful bowler. Still bowls at a good pace. He's in his early 40s, I believe. He played a few T20s for the UAE once upon a time. We're back here with Heritage Cricketers Bangladesh for the LMS World Champs.
I don't know how that's missed. That must have just gone over the top or shaved off stump. Have a look at this replay here. Oh, just over the top of off. Jared Alder looking to hit that one with the swing. Don't mind that shot option. Just head was in the air a little bit there.
Still looks a beautiful wicket, Wayne. Good pace and bounce out there.
Be interesting to see how long it swings for. So Kaha to continue. Completely takes the pace off the ball. And they've still only got two fielders on the leg side. So there's a huge gap between mid-on and backward square leg. They've done their homework, and Janji likes to play off the offside, so does Alder, so perhaps that they're trying to get them to swing across the line here. You see how the fielders, Simon, are also 5-10 yards off, so they've done their homework here. They know that these two like running between the wickets, and this is something that's been discussed last night. They've gone and looked at the footage. This is not just a guess here from the Heritage boys. You can see exactly what they're trying to do here. They're just squeezing the game now, and you get the feeling that Alder might have a look at leg side soon here.
Yeah, dead straight. I think Israel needs to hit the long offs a little bit wide. Big gap directly straight. And there he goes. Straight down the track, under the side screen for 6.
Good counter punch from Alder. A lot of gamesmanship going on here, Simon. Alder keeps his nerve, plays the percentage shot down the ground, not being foxed by the field setting. Now he's actually forced the field setting, Simon. So good counter punch. They've gone back to 4-2, which could open up a few twos here for the Sandton Royals.
So good batting here, taking pressure off Bright at the other end as well, who hasn't quite got going yet. And straight away gets it through. Last ball, there was a man there in at backward point, so probably a dot ball.
And as you say, he has taken the pressure off in Janji. Janji will feel happy with this field as well, I think, Simon. He's very fluent through the offside, so he'll be looking to try and pick up a 1 or 2 here.
A big gap right on the point boundary, if he can get it square.
Superbly bowled there by Akil Kaur. Just taking the pace off it. Steady start from Sandton.
Bright went shaped to go leg side there, and Kohar saw him and just lobbed it up. Said, if you want to have a go, got to get it from there.
But The Royals, this is how they've started their last 2 games. They just build a platform in those first 3-4 overs, and then they put the foot on the accelerator. Probably 5 runs less than they would have liked, but the key for them is no wickets have fallen, and that's sort of been the platform of how they've gone about the whole tournament. Just first few overs having a look. Mushtaq to continue. Big in swingers.
Oh. Big shape there from Usman, hitting the pad. Oldest stuck a little bit on the crease. Just clipping leg stump.
That's swinging big. It's one of those ones as a batsman you probably feel a bit hard done by. But at first look I thought maybe that could be sliding, but looking at it again, it's tight, Simon. It's one of those ones with the VAR. It's probably umpire's call.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely red for pitching outside off and then impact in line. Maybe clipping leg stump.
But you still feel like you often get away with those, Simon. So although feel a little bit hard done by, but when he looks at it a bit again, he hasn't really got a stride and he's stuck on the crease. I think that could be hitting leg stump. But viewers at home might have different views. I think if you're a Heritage supporter, you think that's plum.
3 reds, I think, if you're Heritage.
If you're Sandton Royal supporter, you're thinking, well, is that maybe missing leg stump? But the umpire's out there and he's got a good view of it.
Side on as well, so top of leg stump, I reckon. So good bowling by Usman Ali Mushtaq. Heritage, they've got their wicket on the board. Skipper will be happy. Captain Shahed. It's actually his birthday today as well, Wayne.
Oh, really?
Yep. I know they've got a cake for him later after the semi-final.
New batsman is Martin van Wyk. So getting to hoop here. And I think again, both these batsmen, they like hitting through the offside. Look at this record, Simon. Talk me through that.
438 matches, average close to 70, over 15,000 runs and 196 50s. So almost a 50 every second game. It's impressive. Outside edge, racing away. Faisal Ahmed down there. And it does go for 4. Good honesty by Faisal. Yeah, just rolls it back in to let everyone know. Definitely 4 runs.
That was a bit clumsy out there. Did all the hard work, got around. That looked like just a regulation 1 or 2. I think the hamstrings are a bit tight out there. It's falling over.
Ooh.
Oh, few bubbles.
Oh. So no. Tried to grab it, but then I think he realised he's on camera there, so definitely got to let it be 4.
So that's the first boundary. That'll feel a bit better for Martin now. Well bowled, that one. Just not swinging as much. And he put his back into that one, Simon.
It's a great delivery there from Usman Ali Mushtaq.
Van Wyk playing inside the line. I think beaten for bounce there, I think.
I think so. Interesting to note there, Depenchu Foray, he's had a fresh shave for today. He's got rid of the beard, so maybe a bit of superstition.
Square cut. Good from Van Wyk, making sure that the fielder gathers it cleanly. Any misfield and you'd return there. But Sandton Royals already feeling that this is a different attack to their last 2 knockout games. Against Westfield and Colombian Muse in their first knockout match. They were under a lot of pressure. So that was in the group stage of the tournament. They're under a lot of pressure against them, and then they managed to get through. Sandton Royals pathway, they beat Pangalore's in a tied game. They tied that game and played eliminator over, and they won that. And then they played on this field yesterday against the Rebels, and they posted a mammoth 195. And I think they won that game by about 20 runs. They won't be getting 195 today, I don't think, Simon.
You never know, they've still got some good bats to come. Some big hitters. I think Peacemore hits a long ball. Kieran Foss hits a long ball. This is Faisal Ahmed now. He's the quickest of the Heritage bowlers.
I think they'd be happy with about 165, 170 here.
Third ranked bowler in Bangladesh. He needs one wicket for his 100th LMS wicket, so he'll be hoping to do that today.
So they've got two fielders on the offside to cut off that shot. They've got a deep backward point and a third man. The big gap is from mid-off to point, and you've got a feeling that Faisal Ahmed's going to be bowling back of a length, no cover drives.
As he throws one up.
And I think you could see Brighton Chandra waiting on the back foot there, Simon.
So surprise ball there from Ahmed. Ooh, that one just going down leg.
It's a good change up there with the field set in. Don't think Brighton Chandra expected it. I didn't either.
And umpire Courtley signals just missing leg.
That's exactly where he's going to be bowling most of the time, Simon. He might throw this could be out if it's a good throw. That's out. So they've done their homework here, Heritage. The fielders are 5-10 yards off. Royals have gone for the same players they've had in previous games, but Heritage have been outsmarted them here, Simon. They've done their homework overnight. Watch how this fielder comes off the ropes quickly. In previous games, teams were right on the ropes. I think you can afford to be 5-10 off the ropes on this end with the wind blowing into the batsman from that angle.
Right, and big blow for Sandton Royals. Martin van Wyk, he's one of their key batsmen. And run outs, not what you want in the final.
Semi-final.
It's on the semi-final, so if you're going to get yourself out on the bowlers to be getting you out, not conceding your wicket to a silly run out in the end. But anyway.
But it is finals day, so in Martin's head he'll be feeling like a final to him. That's a big moment for the Royals.
Set off quickly. He turned the right way. He was committed. He was going the whole time, but just the throw too good. And great throw, perfectly over the stumps.
Get the cameraman just to show the fielders on the offside here. They're not quite all the way on the boundary, and that's the difference here.
Definitely, they're about 10-15 metres off. See, Chris Pistorius now almost 500 LMS games, a wealth of experience.
You see that there, so there's absolutely no chance of two there. And that's, the Royals are going to have to adapt here because Heritage have taken the twos on the offside out of the equation. Mid-off's 10 off. Cover points, 10 off. The third man is a bit deeper, but that's because the ball is likely to rush off the pace of the bat quite quickly, but
it's great work here. See, they're just zooming back now. I think you're going to get a shot across to the offside, if we can.
So you see the offside, the fielders there. Just 10-15 off. Leg side as well. They're not all the way on the ropes.
Big shape still here from Mushtaq. Bowling wide on the crease, hooping it big.
That's just doing too much.
The keeper giving it away a bit there, way down the leg side. False start.
Just trying to think if I was batting now where I'd be trying to release here. This is not easy because it's swinging in big. He's starting on the right line. The temptation is to maybe try and shuffle across the stumps and go over mid-wicket, but that brings LBW and bowled into it. So what would your thought process be here, Simon?
Don't know. It's good bowling, I think. Got to soften your hands a little. Try, expect to swing, ride it, and get it into the leg side. Just get off strike at the moment. Try and wait on a good delivery, but it's swinging big here from Mushtaq.
Is there an argument maybe to bat on off stump? We have an outside off stump.
Potentially outside the crease, outside off stump, or on off stump, and then if you're getting hit, it's probably hitting you outside the line.
Brighton Janji, he's sort of taking middle and leg, so Mushtaq will be looking to swing it into off stump there. I like that play though. That's good batting.
Shuffle across and forward.
But what Heritage are doing here, they're making the Sandton Royals think about where they're going to have to score. And actually sometimes it looks like they're even just trying to defend, Simon. That's how good the bowling is yet. They're not even thinking really about attacking here. There's 2 early wickets. They're just trying to find a way to maneuver the ball, and we've seen this end is generally been the end where most of the runs have been scored from as well.
Again, just inside half of the bat. So Brighton Janji, very promising batsman. I was chatting to Diran, the team manager, earlier, saying that he went back to Zim to play in the National Club Championships. He's trying to make it get a contract, but overlooked. But we're lucky to have him here because he batted superbly yesterday. Down the wicket again.
Well played. Very well played. They're not thinking about 2. He's resigned the fact that there's less 2s on offer here today. I think if there wasn't scoreboard pressure and been 2 wickets down, and this is maybe the back end of the innings, one shot that could have been an option for the right hand is almost to walk across your stumps and try and sweep him down to square leg. High risk shot, but that feels like it's probably the easiest release shot, but there's a bit of risk to it.
I've got to go with the swing, I think. Try and get yourself outside the line of off stump. Great shot there.
Great shot. I think that's what Njanji's been waiting for, something that he can just get inside the line. That's a beautifully played shot on top of the bounce.
Swiveled on that superbly. And the spectators fielding that ball for us. Good cricket. Gets a single, gets off strike. Throw comes in. Great work by Faisal Ahmed.
Got a great technique, does Brighton Janji. Just coasting there, then he had to put on the afterburners.
Oh, Faisal Ahmed, bang on target, takes the stump out the ground.
Pretorius has also got a phenomenal record. I'm sure we'll get his profile up just now, but I think he scored something like 186 50s. And this is their game plan. This is what they like to do. Pretorius playing a regulation forward defence, not hitting it too hard, into the gap for 2.
That's good batting there by Chris Pretorius.
And that's their first 2 in the last 10 deliveries, so that's what they'll be looking to do. Can they find another? And that's a great comeback. So they're on the money here, the Heritage cricketers.
A little bit straight. Clipped away. Another boundary. So runs starting to flow now for Sandton Royals. They'll be happy. Been under a little bit of pump these first 7 overs. Just a little bit straight by Faisal.
It's well put away.
This outfield rapid.
So I'm going to have a look at the offside field now. They've even squeezed up a little bit tighter here. So they really are saying to the Royals, if you're going to score, you're going to have to go leg side. You're not going to get any twos from us anymore around the backward point region. And that's been a prolific area for Njanji. Just between third man and backward point. He's run so many twos this tournament.
Manoj Yadav now into the attack. Great shot there from Bright, but again just a single. Straight to the man that time. Breeze just looks like it's slightly different direction to yesterday, Wayne. Almost bowling downwind at the moment.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just this last over that has changed, but it definitely feels a little bit different.
Yeah, these umbrellas to our left, they're just catching it. So,
Going to all done. So he's just hit the difference there. Pretorius has taken the price, even though the fielder is 15 metres off the boundary. Pretorius is able to hit that soft enough. So look at that field. Look how close the leg side fielder is there. He's making his way a bit back. On the offside, the field is now 20 metres in.
this one's hit out to mid-wicket. Should be 2 again. So good work this from the Royals. They're putting a bit of pressure back on Heritage here. So 5 off this first Yadav over. It'll just be 1 this time. Timed it too sweetly. No, it's looks like it's going to be Usman Ali Mushtaq to bowl again. So he's going to bowl out here. He's got superb figures. 1 for 12 off 3. So they're trying to buy another wicket here before the turn. So that wind's kind of blowing now from bottom right of screen across the top left.
It's blown almost down to fine legs, so sort of from mid-off to fine legs, Simon. I think it feels like. So it can be interesting to see how Pretorius reads the situation. Yeah.
He does. See that long on man, good 15 or so off. They've identified that Pretorius just wants to knock it around, so they all in off the boundary now.
I like this from Heritage. It's playing to the opposition's strengths and trying to counter their strengths. And the strength of the Sandton Royals top 3 and 4 is definitely running between the wickets. I do feel that the release shot is. Well, that's the one that you want to go. I was going to say that the release shot is potentially the area between mid-wicket and fine leg, but that will take a lot of risk. But he's not bowling that quickly here, Mushtaq. So if you can get anything inside the line and just try and work it into that gap on the leg side.
Great shot that from Njanji. He looks a fantastic batsman, Wayne.
Oh, this could be close. Another direct hit. But good running. This is their game. They're starting to build their innings here after 2 early wickets.
The 50 up for the Royals in the 9th over.
They haven't panicked here, Simon. It's good to see they haven't panicked. They definitely would have liked a slightly faster start, but good thing is the last 8-9 delivery, there haven't been any dot balls, so they've got to keep this going, yeah.
Oh, looking to go through the covers there, but just finds the under edge of the bat and keep her mops up.
So from here, I think Royals will be trying to find a way to get to 150, 160. Projected scores 118. That one don't think will be enough, Simon.
Definitely not. But if the breeze has swung around, so in theory they're hitting towards with the wind in the second 10, so they look to accelerate. Teams will have to quickly adjust to the changing conditions here. Normally comes from the other side. So 10 and 0 from here is 163, Wayne.
I think they'll still feel they can do that. We've got some big hitters down the order. But it's going to be a tough ask against the Heritage lineup. With regards to the wind, Simon, I've given up trying to work it out. 1 minute is blowing the one direction. I think it's hard from within this commentary box, but definitely can change direction very quickly here.
I'm just watching the flags, trying to pick up which way the flags are blowing. To be honest, they're pretty still at the moment. Yesterday, flags getting whipped around everywhere.
Yeah, so it's not a strong wind by Cape Town standards, but when the ball goes in the air, it makes a difference. So if you're not aware with the wind, we've seen so many teams caught out where they think they've hit a good shot into the air and it just holds up almost like a boomerang. And it goes nowhere, opposite when you hit in with the wind.
Yeah, it's just a good fight. That's a great punch of the back foot from Njanji. Really impressed by his batting.
Such a good technique, Simon. Really good technique.
To be honest, I'm surprised he hasn't got some kind of look in with the Zimbabwe setup, because he's looked good so far. He batted superbly yesterday. Short ball. This is in the gap, and it'll be 4.
Just swivels around and helps that on its way. Great shot from Njanji. Stylish player.
Short there. So Manoj Jadhav, he's probably the slowest of the seamers. Just missing his length there. They've got the keeper up, but too short and too straight on that occasion.
Now he goes straight down the ground.
Good fielding by the birthday boy.
So based on this field set, and I think you've called the wind right, Simon, that fielder there, 10 metres off. Yesterday he wouldn't be 10 metres off from that end. So it does feel like it's blown in the opposite direction.
We saw Gerald Pike hit some huge sixes with the wind yesterday.
So maybe this isn't the worst start here for the Royals if they are hitting with the wind, which will be confirmed shortly, but it feels like maybe the next 10 could be a bit easier, Simon.
Yeah, I think so. There's reasonably sized boundaries in every direction. Someone's clapped again out to long off. Bright starting to time it superbly.
Just couldn't find the gap, but it's also good bowling, Simon. He's made them batsmen hit to exactly where he's got the fielders. The Heritage will probably be the slightly happier of the two teams, but this is a good partnership now developing.
Now they'll have to look. So Shahed, the skipper, I imagine he'll come on soon. He's a very skillful bowler. Doesn't miss his spot too often. We've got Faisal Ahmed to bowl some overs still. Akil Kohar, the left arm spinner. I'd be nervous to bowl him from this end as we see the bowling scorecard now. So the only bowler not used so far is Shahed. So Faisal Ahmed, Manoj Yadav have got 2 left each. Akil Kohar, Wayne's trying to work out the wind direction again. I think he's got it sorted now. It is blowing as we thought from the bottom, well, from the right hand side of the screen towards the left. So they're hitting with the wind now. So here is the skipper, the birthday boy, Shahed. Very talented cricketer. Last minute stretch there. Brighton Janji is hitting towards the wind, blowing towards long on now. So Shahed, look at his record there. 58 matches, 51 wickets. Averages 22, economy just above 6. That's superb. Ranked the 3rd best bowler in Bangladesh. Dabbed away. Could be 2 here. No, well done. Faisal Ahmed quickly off the 3rd man boundary. Faisal probably the quickest of the fielders across the ground.
Looking at this, I think a few teams might have missed the trick against Sandton Royals with their field settings. Especially for these top 4 that aren't necessarily guys that look to go aerial over the top. They look to play sensible cricket shots into the gap. So there's just less 2s than normal, and I think that's just stopped there. We see now Pretorius feels like he's got to hit it a bit harder.
He's identified there's a big gap at cover, so I think he's eyeing that up, but Shahed dragging his length back. Playing a miss.
So who have the Sandton Royals got to come? Do you know that the 8 that they've got in their lineup today?
Haven't analysed the 8. It's a big outside edge flying down. Just 1 bounces. See some of the Global Jets boys. Good to see them coming down. They had a tough loss yesterday.
Oh, that's really awesome to see them coming down. Knocked out the tournament. They're getting here early to support. It shows they've got a good team spirit going there, Simon.
Yeah, I love the LMS. Oh, that's well played by Njanji.
Don't think he meant to go as fine as that, but he definitely saw the opportunity behind square on the leg side.
Oh, he's got up the back of the bat. He's done the keeper all hands up.
Might have invented a new shot there.
Well worked. They're going to look for 2 here. And Janji sends him back. I think that's probably a right call.
You could see they still want these 2s. It's
oh, and they've nearly caught him napping there. If that hit, that would have been very interesting.
See how quickly the cover point comes up the boundary. Yeah,
good anticipation.
The bowler does the work, but you could see the cover point coming in. And the last minute throw. Watch the shot. Still not throwing it. And now he throws it.
He would have been out.
That would have been out. So Bjorn Briggs has just brought 2 coffees into the commentary box. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Bjorn.
Good service here at the clubhouse in Claremont Cricket Club.
See some of the Global Jets guys. One's got his Manchester United top on. Big game today against Liverpool.
Man United should win that comfortably.
Kohan, the left arm spinner, back on. Beautiful bowling by Akil Kohar. And Janji, I think he's wanting to see if he can slog sweep with the breeze. He's not getting any length.
.30 from 24. He's just bowled in an innings. Can he finish with the flurry here?
Oh, outside edge. He's going to run away. Probably for 4. Faisal Ahmed can't get round. So a bit of luck for Bright.
But he deserves that luck, Simon. He's battled away hard. He hasn't given his wicket away. And in a semi-final, you want to be able to take an innings deep. The deeper you go, the more pressure comes onto the bowling team. Allows the latter order to come in and not worry about wickets in hand. So, not quite were intended on 2 occasions in the last few deliveries, but 2 boundaries.
And again, no spin on offer here. Superb wicket, just sliding on. Missing leg stump, I think, that one. Just sliding down. Janji moving across the offside. Just missing leg. Very wide in the crease, angled across.
Bit too high, I think. Little late dab could be on here if he gets the batsman maybe to bowl a bit quicker outside off stump. Game of catch and mouse now.
Yeah.
And the bowler's well bowled. That's superb, Simon.
See the little stutter step there from Bright. He was tempting Akil to fire it in. Maybe looking for that dab Wayne, as you mentioned. But Akil just holds his nerve, keeps it full.
I think Akil Kohar has been there, done that, Simon. I think he's bowled against some good batsmen in his time, so very aware of what the batsman might be looking to do. He's a good batsman himself, so always helps as a batsman to understand when you're a bowler, to understand what the batsman might be thinking. A lot of all-rounders needed in last man stands cricket, Simon, and the teams that have got the most all-rounders of high. Oh, this could be straight up. The keeper, this is going to take some catching. It's going to take some catching. And I think he has.
What a catch. We saw a superb catch on Van Tonda yesterday. This one's equally as good. Ball just swirling on the wind. Panchu foray. Gets around. Full length in the end, Supermaned it and held on.
He does have the gloves on, which some would say is expected to catch that, but with the wind, well, that's the one before, but we'll have a look at the replay in a second, but with the wind blowing as it is, he's still got a lot of work to do. He had to adjust at the last minute. So you watch this, ball goes up, he gets into position. At the end, the position he thinks is correct is not correct, and he has to go a bit harder at the end. Yeah, watch.
Great catch. There's man, Faisal Ahmed there at third man to come and clap him in. Well bowled from Shahed. Bottom of the bat, straight up.
I think the new batsman's Kieran Foss.
In at number 5, is that 6?
Number 5, yeah, it's just the 3 wickets down.
Down leg, oh, great take again by the keeper.
Good work from the keeper there again, as you say, Simon. Keeping such a crucial components as you get into these later stages. That could have easily been 5 wides there.
Well bowled there. Shahed's such a good bowler. Very skillful in the death as well. He's got a lot of change-ups.
Projected score 124. We don't think that's going to be enough. At this stage, I think Sandton Rules will be hoping to try and find 140.
Ooh, it's going to fall safely. That's not sure where Foss was trying to hit that, but just floated in the air to over mid-on.
It's almost as if it was a slow ball because he's throwing his hands at it and it sort of stopped on him. It was way too early on the shot and then he just adjusted. Well, that's another wide, so Heritage can't afford that. Just releasing some pressure here.
Awesome, they've got this game on live in the clubhouse now, Wayne, as well. Just had a picture come through. Very cool.
Well, that's really good to see.
Clipped square. Should be 2.
It's good from Pretorius. He's come in behind 3 quality players up front. He could easily open in his own right. He's got a good technique, but he looks like he's got a lot of fight in him. I think he's enjoying this battle.
Why wouldn't you? Semi-final of the World Champs. Doesn't get bigger than this. So now Ratan Dash, the off spinner. Very low arm action. He just likes to slide it through. It's only a shortish man himself.
And I think the Sandton Royals are saying, why more spin?
Please, can we get some pace in the ball? The Conquerors starting to arrive. And they're in the second semi.
So there's going to be a band playing yet today. So if you're in the area, Constantia, anywhere in Cape Town, Claremont Cricket Club's the place to be. Good from Pretorius. Just need to start building that timeline here. Hasn't been a boundary in the last 10 deliveries.
Seen a message come through. There's been 4 wickets in 4 balls down on the bottom field in the plate semi-final.
And who's on the receiving end of that?
Daxina Destroyers. So Vashish Kapoor has just taken 4 wickets in 4 balls.
From Royal London.
Yep.
So Royal London on fire down there against Daxina.
Clever little shot from Kieran Foss there. Just works around the corner.
So we've got 2 fields running here at Claremont Cricket Club. The bottom field just as beautiful as the top one. That's the plate semi-finals being played down there in final. And on the top field up here, we bring this action to you live. It's the cup final. Pretorius has gone straight up. Has he got enough on that?
No, fielder settling.
Oh, and he's dropped it. Could be a run out now.
Oh, Kieran Foss. He's lucky he's got long legs. He was labouring there, but.
So I think Pretorius, although I think he should have gone hard. Both these batsmen have probably missed an opportunity for a 2 there, Simon.
So Akil Kohar, left arm spinner, back on for his final over his spell. Just gone the 17, very impressive.
Simon, I think it's a time for you to also concede that you also don't know which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah, it looks like it's swung around now. Now it looks like it's back to its normal southeast. I'm just watching the banners.
It hits this building and swings around us.
I think Pretorius was listening to you and he thought that was 6 when he hit out the bat and it just drifted back in.
Yeah.
Good shot from Kieran. Goes deep in his crease.
So 91 for 3 now.
Kieran Foss is a lovely young man. Very polite guy. Good cricketer. And every time I see him, he looks like an improved player.
Pretorius just really struggling with his timing off Kohar.
Oh, this is out.
Oh, this is problems.
What is Pretorius doing there?
He's barbecued Kieran Foss there. You'll probably be happy that Foss is so polite because he'd be giving him a spray otherwise. He's been run out by about 8-9 yards.
That's a bit of panic there from Pretorius. Not able to time the ball. There was never two there, Simon. Never, ever.
No.
It's not as if Foss was not trying to run hard, but he's called, and that's not really his call.
Foss is still turning.
Foss looks up and he thinks, oh, what have you done?
He's been run out by 4 or 5 metres there. Not the best, but anyway. Vincent Herald now joins Chris Pretorius. He's got a very lovely bowling action. We'll see how he handles the willow.
But this heritage attack, Simon, there's just no respite. There's no bowler here you can particularly say we're going to go and target.
Yeah, especially the way they've got them bowling at the right ends.
Well weighted. Slaps that one down to extra cover. Just the one though.
It's the previous one, just high on the bat. Field it in quickly. One hand pick up. Straight over the top. Kohar does the rest.
Again, maybe against a few other teams in this tournament that might have been too Simon, but the heritage guys come off the boundary so hard, so quickly. And that's the second run out now.
Yeah, they've only got 8 wickets in last man stand, so 2 run outs is cardinal sin, isn't it, Wayne?
Especially when for Martin van Wyk, such a key component to this lineup. And that early run out really put them on the back foot.
Just 7 off 7 for him. So Ratan Dash to continue. The off spinner.
Deep in his crease.
This one might be 2. Ooh.
Outstanding fielding. They just got their angles covered so well here.
Oh, well bowled. That is superb from Ratan Dash. Top of off. Whether in a spinner or a seamer, hitting the top of the stumps. It's always fantastic. Sliding on with the arm there. Well bowled Ratan Dash. So a bit of a hole now for Sandton Royals. 94 for 5. The 16th over. That 120 projected score looks very short, but also looks a long way off for the moment, Wayne.
Yeah, this is just a different level of bowling that the Sandton Royals are used to. It's definitely... it hasn't done a lot, but it's beat him in the flights as well, I think.
Well bowled, Ratan Dash. He's a very good batsman as well, so all-round talented guy.
I think he actually did beat him in the flight there, Simon. You watch this here. I don't know if it turned a huge amount.
Maybe just on that breeze, just slightly drifting in. So Peacemore Zimwa now, the skipper.
Ambitious shot for LBW.
A long way down.
Peacemore backs himself though, confident man. real character.
Actually beat him on the outside, that
Yeah,
delivery.
beat him on the outside. I think that's just the drift in the air. Peacemore shots too.
Oh, if they go, it's trouble.
Again, the Heritage field is so quick off the mark there.
So 95 for 5 here. Look at the last 10 balls.
Ones
2
and
wickets
dots.
and ones and dots.
Ratan Das is quickly turning out to be one of the players of the tournament here, Simon. Unbelievable batsman as well.
He's a good cricketer.
Any update from the Royal London first Daxina Destroyers? I think Daxina went into that game as slight favourite, Simon.
Yep. Don't think the 4 wickets and 4 balls would have helped their chances though. Just checking the scores now.
We're talking about the plate competition. That's on the bottom field as Ali continues to Peacemore.
So Royal London got 210 for 5 after 20. Big score down there. Hitesh Naik 50 off 28, the hitman. And then in response, Daxina Destroyers 45 for 5 in the 7th over.
So Royal London, we're thinking, where was this form in the group stages? They won convincingly against the Bumblebees yesterday, who are not a bad side. Well, I think this is going to be hard. Fielder comes around. Peacemore takes the steal. So that ends a nuggety knock from Pretorius. He just never really was able to get going there, Simon. So the next semi-final is between Conquerors from England, the England champions, versus Masagami, the world champions. I think the form guide and the general consensus is that Masagami would go into that game as favourites. I think Heritage came into this game as favourites, and I think both teams will be concentrating on their match, but they'll also be thinking, let's have a look at Heritage here. Still a bit of work to be done for them to complete the game here, but Simon, you'd make them heavy favourites to win from this position, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Only the last 2 batsmen now for Sandton Royals, so a lot of pressure on. There's a lot of time left in this innings. I just can't see them getting to 120 from here. This bowling's been superb. Shahed there, just perfect length to Pretorius. He knew he was going to want to use his feet, took the pace off. So Vaughan Berry off the mark.
Once again, the fielder 10-15 metres off the boundary.
So 99 for 6 here. 16 deliveries left. See Bjorn Briggs looking a bit distraught here. One of his favourite sides, Sandton Royals, are in a bit of a hole.
Whatever happens from here, Sandton Royals can be proud of. I think this is their first World Championship, all the way to the semi-final. Peacemore into the gap, should be 2.
Great fielding out there again.
So intensity levels here from the Heritage guys. A lot of teams at the back end of the tournament look a bit sluggish in the field, but not Heritage.
See this wicket of Pretorius. She took the pace off Thatcher Head.
Good awareness from Peacemore though. He did complete the steal.
Peacemore's played a lot of last man stands.
The fielder thrown it to the wrong end there. Keeper informing him that he should have thrown that to the bowlers end to try and get the double play. So Rutten does to continue, just 8 of his 2 overs. Important for Royals to not throw the towel in. We've seen stranger things happen in big semi-finals, so they need to try and get the score above 120 here.
Into the gap. Should be 2 this one. Usman Ali Mushtaq, the elder statesman of the team.
It's good for Van Peasmore. Take the game deep.
We've got that field change now, Wayne.
Very good from Peasmore. Coming in at 7 and 8, these two probably don't need to worry too much about the score. They just got to bat their 20 overs, give themselves a chance of that last ball to get a home run 12. Maybe they can find a way to 130. You never know.
So they can get the home run. It's always a big momentum shift, do you feel, isn't it?
Yeah, it just gives the team something to take into that team talk at the halfway point. I think he feels like he possibly missed out a bit there, Barry. That one was short into the wicket, but he wasn't able to capitalise yet.
It's been a bit of a story of the Sandton Royals innings. Whenever they've timed the ball superbly well, they've seemed to pick out the fielder.
I think that's a result of also good captaincy and understanding between the bowler, captain and fielders is what the game plan is. So we don't think they've got enough here, Sandton Royals, but it's important that they squeeze every run they can out of this innings and then hope that they can pick up a few quick wickets when Heritage come into bat.
Sorry, Wayne, just going to say just the 6 4s and 1 6 in this innings so far.
I think the key stat here, Simon, is there also hasn't been anywhere near as many 2s as previous games. And I think as a result of them not being as many 2s, it's also created those wicket-taking opportunities, which has then dried up the boundaries. So Heritage have made their own luck here. I do think the Sandton Royals will feel a little bit aggrieved with the wind conditions. I think in both 10 innings they've been hitting into the wind. The wind's definitely reverted back to its normal direction now, Simon. But in that first 10 there was moments where it was blowing the other way.
But the bowling from Heritage has been fantastic. Again, quality change of pace there from Shahed. Fawn, Berry can't make contact. Not the death here. Look at that, no boundaries in the last 10. 3 dot balls. Another single now. The fielding still on song there. Would have been another run out had they set off for that too, I think.
That's about, I'd say 40-50 metres off the boundary where he's collected that. So it's just such good game awareness.
Yeah, anticipating well. When they see the good length delivery and the guys check their shot, they getting on their bikes early, getting those first few steps hard in to get up to full pace. Like Bjorn Briggs in the paddle court, just knowing where the ball's going to go, covering the distance. So 5 balls left here. Faisal Ahmed to bowl, just gone for 14 in his 2 overs. Projected score 115.
I think Barry's got license here now. They've maximised their overs. Can they find a way to get to 125 here?
I'll take those. Any freebies are gold at the moment. Still plenty of noise coming from the Sandton Rollers dugout, which is great. They've got a good cheer squad along with them, all decked out in lovely matching merchandise.
Oh, sloppy from Heritage there. That's not... And Peacemore's thinking about 3. And good running from Peacemore. So 4 runs from this over, just the 1 legal delivery bowled. Without anything coming off the bat. Could this be a little bit of a opportunity for the Royals to pile some runs on this over?
Oh wow, he's hit that hard, but again straight to a fielder. Every well-timed delivery just seems to find a man in the deep. So Berry, I feel, has just got to get off strike. Peacemore looks like the bigger hitter of the two. Take the bye, yeah. I think that's a good play.
I think the difference is Peacemore's giving himself a better chance of hitting it, Simon. Berry's moving around a lot. His head's not still. Where Peacemore's getting into a good position here. But I think whoever's on strike is going to find it tough against this bowling. Superb from Faisal Ahmed.
Oh, you'll take them though. But again, straight to the man. They just can't buy a trick. Outside edge over the top. And they've got that third man very fine.
But again, it's credit to the bowling, the fielding team.
Final ball of the innings now. Vaughan Berry, a lot of resting on his shoulders. If they can get the home run, maybe that's just a bit of momentum they need to take into the back half.
They need a home run, yeah. They need a boundary. They need a 4 or a 12. And Peacemore's on his bike. He's turning for the second. He's quick between the wickets. They're throwing it to Berry's end.
Oh, and he's missed. Could be an overthrow. No, I think Vaughan Berry said that'll do me. I'm busted here.
So well run between the wickets there from the big man Peacemore. Sandton Royals, the whole innings of the score was pretty much hovering around the 118, Simon, the projected score, and that's what they finished on. So we don't think that's enough, but anything can happen in a semi-final.
Look at the scorecard here, the batting scorecard. Brighton Janji looked solid again, 35 of 28. Just got out as he started to get going. Great catch from Depanchu. Older LBW to Mushtaq early. Martin van Wyk run out. Very costly run out, you feel. Pretorius battled hard, 30 off 27. Kieran Foss also run out, barbecued by Chris Pistorius. Vincent Herald knocked over, second ball. Then Peacemore and Vaughan tick the score along, but finish up 118. We feel it's probably short. There's a fantastic bowling performance from Heritage. You want to take us through their bowling, Wayne?
Yeah, I mean, they started with the left arm spin of Akil Koha, and that's something a bit different. Sandton Royals have been used to the pace on. He was outstanding, set the tone, and then they had Usman Ali Mushtaq bowling big in-swingers. Faisal Ahmed then came on to bowl a little bit quicker. I think the pick of the bowlers for me, though, is definitely Koha. He didn't take any wickets, but he just set the tone early doors. Ratan Das was outstanding as the sixth bowling option, but the good all-round bowling performance from the Heritage, and just no weak link in their bowling attack there, Simon.
Very good, and the tactics and field settings, everything just clicked for them. They set the field correctly, the guys executed the plans well, and they've kept Sandton Royals to a very low total, not very low, but it's a definitely they'll be very happy with what they've kept them to.
I think modest is the word you're
Modest,
looking for.
yeah, maybe that
modest is the word you're looking for. Modest total. That just gives you a hedge bet in case Sandton Royals do go and defend that.
Yeah, I think that the key for them is early wickets, Wayne. They've got to get the Panchu Foray and Kuldeep Devatval out early. If they manage to do that, then you never know.
Well, they've got some wicket takers in their attack. They've got a leg spinner and they've got a quick, fast bowler. So when you've got that in your lineup, you can try and create a few opportunities. A little bit more difficult when you've only got the 6 fielders in the last man stands game, but Herald does bowl quick, and if you can fire a York or two in there, or Peacemore can get one to grip and spin, then you never know.
Do you think they'll go for the power play and get the slip in early? We saw it work well for Global Jets in their game at Redham on Friday.
They've got more to gain than lose if they do that, Simon. So whether that's the right or wrong decision, I'm not sure, but I certainly would be tempting that with only 118 on the board. If it doesn't come off in the first few overs, then you can revert to type, but they've got to be thinking wickets. The only way they can win this game is if Heritage have a bit of scoreboard pressure with a few early wickets.
Also be interesting to see which end they opt to start from. The wind swirled around a bit early. We were struggling to work out which way it was going, but we think it's reverted to the standard southeasterly.
Yeah, it definitely changes slightly. There's a bit of swirling around, but the general direction is as it has been yesterday. But the fielding team and the batting team do just need to be aware of it. You don't want to overthink it, but at the same time, you've got to be aware of it, because we've seen a lot of teams, maybe get a short one that's bowled into the wicket, and they try and heave-ho over mid-wicket, and they're heading into the wind, and it suddenly a long hop has been a wicket-taking delivery. So you don't want to be making unforced errors like that, and that's why you do have to be aware of the wind.
Definitely the Heritage evaluated and understood the conditions very well.
So I'm only taking a quick break, and I'm going to go and see how the plate competition's getting on that backfield. I'll leave you here. I'm sure Beyond Briggs will come and join you. But looking forward to seeing how Sandton Royals start this innings.
Okay, thanks Wayne. And just for anyone watching on at home, Royal London 210 for 5 after 20, and Daxina now 82 for 5 after 11.2. So they've had a good recovery there. Deshant Govenda 26 off 21, and Shahid Ismail 19 off 14. There was a hat-trick over there, and then 4 wickets in 4 balls. So Daxina from Joburg under the pump against the men from London. Sandton Royals just warming up down here, getting ready to bowl. Kieran Foss and Vincent Herald rolling the arm over. Vaughan Berry will be there or thereabouts as well. Sandton Royals cheer squad just bringing some. Sandton Royals cheer squad just trying to sweet talk the umpires there with some Skittles. Bjorn's also got himself some Skittles there, a little sugar hit. It's been a fantastic tournament. Everyone's really enjoyed it. Teams have got on very well. We're hoping for more of the same over these last few games. The big finals. I see Masagami have just started to arrive. They've set themselves up on the far side. And the Conquerors have taken up their spot, same as yesterday. Just to the left of us here in the commentary box. As we look at the beautiful view over Table Mountain. Umpires heading back out to the middle. We're just about ready to go with the run chase. Might see if we can get Bjorn Briggs into the commentary box. I need to have a very quick refreshment break. And we'll be back in about 2-3 minutes with the run chase. We're looking forward to it. Sandton Royals need early wickets. As, Bjorn will take you through the next couple of minutes before we get going now.
So Sandton Royals, not the target they would have wanted to set, but it's runs on the board and there will be scoreboard pressure. They'll feel they've got something to bowl at, but they know they need early wickets to make that 118 look a lot more substantial than it is. We saw it happen in the last 16 with Global Jets versus CPI Challengers. Defended a very low target. They'll have to replicate that if they want to have any chance of winning here, but they're up against it. Heritage cricketers are a powerful cricket team, bat well, bowl well, and they were exceptional in the field today. Cut down a lot of angles there. They were anticipating, walking in with the bowler, a lot of pressure on the batters. Something that Sandton Royals do well as well. Chris Pretorius is taking the gloves today. Wind's picking up a bit, a few knots. The Royals will need to use that to their advantage. Looks like they're opening up from the Bing end. And it's Dipanshu Paul taking first ball. He's at the crease with Manoj Yadav. Vaughan Berry is opening up for the Sandton Royals. .119 off 100 balls. The players are ready. It's going to be a cracking second innings. Let us know your thoughts on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Thanks to all our viewers for tuning in. Starts with the full one on the legs and easily work down to mid wicket for one. And Martin van Wyk does the work in the deep.
Vaughan Berry looks to shape the ball. Imagine me Vincent Herald will open up at the same end, but bowl the second over.
On leg stump, shimmies across. Just drops his bat out for one. Not a convincing shot that from Manoj Yadav.
Struggling to adjust to the swing, I think maybe, Bjorn.
Yeah, late reaction there. Didn't move his feet, but got good hands.
It's interesting they go on with the two righties up front. They normally open with Kuldeep Devatval.
Dipanshu standing on off stump, and that's a good tactic. Hasn't got hold of that.
Interesting. Third ball looking to go hard. Goes a big sweep.
Yadav on strike. Oh, it's a good night. Just took the pace off it.
See if we can get a wider shot there. They've got the man in at shortish catching cover there, Bjorn. Interesting positions. They have taken that power play. We thought maybe they'd get a slip in, but Vaughan Berry probably not quite the pacey enough for the slip. So Vincent Herald there catching at cover.
Maybe Hero they'll bring in a slip next over. We'll see. That's wide. It's not what the doctor ordered.
They, with this modest total on the board, can't be giving away any freebies. Oh wow, that's a shot that. Jeez, that's a great shot.
He sent that into the shadow realm, Simon. Great batting by Manoj Yadav. He's used his feet, come down the track, and dispatched it.
Skip down, Matt Sweetley. It's well, we think it's into the wind. We're still trying to work it out, but he's hit that sweet as a nut, well over Peacemore Zimwa's head. So interestingly, Herald not opening the bowling here. They've gone for Kieran Foss. So interesting decision. I thought Vincent Herald was the pick of the bowlers for me with his pace and shape, but
Kieran Foss bowled well yesterday.
yeah.
Not a bad option. I think he might be going for a triple threat here.
Seen quite a few teams do that three-pronged attack. We've had Sagami and Tualikis do that as well. Nice start by Foss.
Well, could be two here. No urgency in the deep there from Peacemore. I would like to see Hero come on early to bowl. If they need to take wickets, then you need your big players to do that. He's got a little bit more in it than Berry, who's a useful bowler, but he doesn't nip it around as much.
I think Berry, the guys are probably going to play a false shot to him, whereas Vincent might generally...
Where's that slip?
That's well over slips out beyond.
I don't know, they've got Big Joe Lombard in their side. Where is he?
He's on the
standing
bench
at
today.
6'7". Bench the big man. But it's an edge nonetheless, which, you know, he's found the edge. That one went over the head, but maybe the next one won't. He's beaten the outside of the bat again. I'll definitely get a slip in, Simon.
Yeah, I think so. I can't see them chipping one to Vincent Herald at short cover. Maybe to Berry, but not to Foss. So get the slip in.
Oh, if they do want the short cover to come into play, they've got to pitch it up a bit more. He's bowling that perfect length for a little nick to first slip. That's down the leg.
A little bit too straight on this occasion. You can see what he's trying to do, shape it from off stump, but
it's falling away there a bit, and the score is 13 without loss. Pressure on the bowlers already.
Peacemore, no chance there. He's a pretty calm, cool character, just chilling on the boundary edge there.
That was well played by the batter. He didn't hit that with any venom. He just chipped it. It was pretty much safe. Even if you had your best fielder at long on there, they were never going to catch that. I want to come at 14 without loss, chasing a modest total of 119.
Ooh, and again that outside edge.
He's close to the wide line there. It's well bowled by Kieran Foster in the over with a dot ball. I'll need more of those to build some pressure. Who's going to be the next bowler? It looks like Vaughan Berry coming on to bowl.
The Conquerors all arriving now, and Justin Watson's just got here. Big game they've got coming up against Masagami, the reigning world champs. To be the SA champions, or co-SA champions, up against the England champions.
I think they can call themselves the SA champions because they won the title the year before. So I always feel you've got to beat the defending champions to take the title. They shared the prize money.
Good luck telling Craig Marshall that, sir.
I know in the boxing, if it's a draw, a champion keeps the belt. That's all I'm going off.
Are you up early to watch the UFC? Oh, that's short from Berry. Oh, and Peacemore Zimwa's dropped it on the boundary. Oh, they created the chance. It wasn't the best delivery from Berry. Short and just sat there.
Let's have a look at that. He's one-handed.
Could carry
into
one
the
hand.
win. Peacemore should have held this. He's a great cricketer. That's a bit of nerves there.
Big chance goes begging.
It's a good delivery that from Berry, just the one. It's the problem with this total. They can easily do it with ones. They're coming fairly easily now. You've got to hold on to those chances. There will be more chances coming. They've got to take it. Get their tails up.
You've got to take every opportunity.
That is what I like about the short cover there. Usually that's an easy one, but I think they've got him in the right position for Berry.
For Berry, we've got no issue, but if the guy's a bit more pace on, I think you need that
Come
slip.
down the track. And again, it's to Hero. So it's working here for Berry's created the chance and not a lot of runs this over. It's well bowled. It's a great over by Vaughan Berry.
Just the two off it and the drop chance. I hope Sandton Royals don't rue that missed opportunity come to the end of the match. 16 for naught after 3. Foster continue. I'd be getting on Vincent Herald next over, I think, Bjorn.
I think that'll be a wise move. Straying down the leg.
It's a bit loose here from Foss.
Just trying a bit hard. He knows a lot rests on his shoulders here. It's well played. They're looking for 2.
Those bowlers, and could be an overthrow, and there will be. So costly. Hopefully not an overthrow on the reverse.
And that was a bit sluggish from the fielder down at third man. We didn't see that at all with the Heritage team in the field. They were on it, anticipating, pressuring the batters.
Less than 100 more needed here.
He's got some work to do again.
Interesting to see. I don't think he will. Not sure he quite backs himself enough, but Chris Pretorius could come up to the stumps here. You won't use their feet quite often. Goes deep this time. Saw Gerald Pike keeping up to the stumps of everyone yesterday. Superb wicket-keeping performance.
I had a good game. Be feeling confident before his match today. Coming off a very fast 50.
Swing and a miss again. It's a good bowling this from Foss, pitching it up.
I would like to see a slip in. He's speeding the outside edge again. Manoj Yadav's on 14 from 12. He's on strike. Kieran Foss has 1 to go in this over here, the 4th over. Oh, he's just chipped this. This is in the gap.
That's a great shot.
Great timing. Just a flick of the wrists. Easy on the eye. Just too straight from Foss.
Easy as you like. Pick that up. No head movement. Very still. Just clipped it. 1 bounce. 2 bounces and over the rope.
So, problems here for Sandton Royals. They need something special. Need to change something up here.
I think they need to look to either get Vincent Herald or even perhaps Peacemore, just 1 over of them. Just have a look. See if they can buy a wicket. Get the batsman to do something different. At the moment, they're just sweating on a loose one.
Definitely wouldn't have had Peacemore at long on there. I think once your quicker fielders there.
That's a great shot. Bryson Janji down there does well. They come back for 2.
27 without loss. Thornberry into his third year. No wickets down. Wickets mean prizes.
Yeah.
Hold him! Round his legs there. I'm not sure what happened. I want to have a look at that replay.
He ended up trying to kick it in the end, I think. Completely deceived. Down the track. Look,
He's
through his legs.
Nutmegged him.
Nutmegged him.
I think it was landing on his toe and he just shifted out the way.
Thornberry points to the dugout. Look at that swing. Left it.
He should have had a hit there. It's not the time to be getting too chirpy. If I was the Sandton Royals, a lot of work to do, a lot of wickets still to take. To focus on the job at hand, but decent delivery there by Thornberry, forcing the error. 27 for 1.
I don't know if it was necessary to come down there. He's been doing it often, but got to just wait on the ball. They don't need to take too many risks here, Heritage. They're well in control of this game. Going well outside leg, and he just jumped out the way of it.
Just lost his balance there. It's all wrong there for the batter.
He's a fantastic batsman, is Dipanshu Foray, but Thornberry's made him look a little bit silly there.
On the way out, he's asked his Manos what happened there. He says, "You opened your legs. Went through your legs."
He opened the gate, pal. So they're on the board here, the Royals, and there's a bit of fire in the belly. Crazy things happen in this game. Seen to build a bit of pressure. As you see, team manager Waj here, ready to fire the boys up. He's got his hat and shirt combo on today. Sent it off to the laundromat overnight.
Need some caffeine to keep him going. He's been enjoying the Cape Town scenes. It's well done by Hero.
So Waj is interested in playing for the Pakistan Masters team in Barbados in Feb, so we look forward to getting him out there. Think he'll enjoy Barbados just as much as he enjoyed Cape Town.
Short flight from the UK.
Great shot there.
It's just rocked back. Driven firmly, shouldn't be too.
Well done.
I think it's Berry down there in the deep.
Don't think it's Berry in the deep.
Oh, he's bowling. Who is that there?
Maybe older.
Oh no, Martin van Wyk? Older or van Wyk?
Nasty work by De Vatval. He's normally opens, but in at 3 today. Good running. Back for 2. Well done. So 5 overs done now. 31 for 1. 88 needed off 75.
So they got their first wicket, which will be a relief for them, and they need a few more here. Looks like Martin van Wyk coming on to bowl.
Still no Vincent Herald. Don't know if he's got a niggle or... It's interesting.
Martin van Wyk's got a lot of experience, so he can change a game. Didn't get a chance to do so with the bat. Run out for non-match. So he's got something to prove here. He's trying to... knocking on the door of the South African side. Starts with the wide.
And it's not what the selectors want to see.
It's not what he wanted to see.
Runs back to his mark. Try again. Vincent Herald quickly off the mid-wicket boundary to keep it to 1. Still think they could maybe go for the leg spin here just to give it a try. Oh, this is it high chance for the fielder. And taken, so 2 wickets down now. Martin van Wyk, first ball wide, but he's struck.
I think that is Berry now, this on that occasion, taking the catch. Finally, the commentators got it right. 33 for 2.
Not sure about that shot option from Cole Deep. He just chipped it. It's into the wind there. You've got to hit that very hard. And he's caught about
That's a good catch.
10, 15 yards inside.
Not good cricket there from Heritage. Got off to a good start, and it's not needed.
Now we've got the skipper, the birthday boy, Shahed. He bowled superbly. He's got the matching green gloves to go with the green uniform, so looking the part. Very talented cricketer, great bowler, good batsman. But 35 for 2 now. Pressure on, Bjorn.
There's still not much pressure. They're going above the required run rate. They've just got to bat sensibly, play each ball on its merit. And I tell you, 1 or 2 more wickets and they'll start to feel the nerves, and that target of 119 will start looking like 191.
Yeah. Definitely another wicket. There's a lot of pressure going to come on. As you mentioned, there's not a lot of scoreboard pressure, but it's a final. Don't want to be losing wickets. See Brighton Janji down here in front of us at long leg. Batted nicely again. Martin van Veek. Oh! Big shot for LBW. Van Veek. Can't believe it.
He's asking for the review, but this is amateur cricket. Umpire's decision stands.
Love to see a replay here, though. Big stride in from Shahed, so reckon outside the line.
There we go.
It's outside the line of off stump.
Well, I think it hit him inside, but it was it looked like a massive inside edge.
Well, maybe a bit of both. Definitely wasn't out, though. Ooh. Close.
If it didn't, yeah, very close. Very difficult one for the umpire to give there.
Chipped again in the air. Oh, the
Causing problems.
Wind just whipped a bit of grass up. So pressure on here. Martin van Veek making things happen.
Good over there for Sandton Royals. Scoring's dried up a bit. So one thing we didn't notice is that the Manoj Yadav got the steal there in that catch. Vital runs for Heritage cricketers, always aware. 38 for 2 after 6. 81 from 70. So Vince Hero finally coming on to bowl. No slip in place. Conventional field. No fine legs, gone for the deep backward square. The Constantia crowd is rolling in here to Claremont Cricket Club. Countryside of Cape Town, the suburbs. A few nice small holdings here. Simon's got his eye on to retire, and
I think my wife's more keen to retire than I at the moment. She's very keen to just chill out at home. Cape Town will be a great spot for it.
a lot of swallows here that come for the winter, the UK winter.
So now it is Vincent Hero into the attack. That's the man we wanted to see. Fortunately, they can't get, well, they could get the slip in, but they've got to take someone from the boundary.
It's a bit late for a slip.
Oh, going out towards the cover boundary. Good shot by Shahed, but it'll just be one. As I thought, deceived me. They've got the Big Joe out there, the water boy on the out there on the mound with the water, but I thought he was a fielder. Thankfully, he's moved under the tree now, so not deceiving anyone. Could be another catch, and Janji takes it.
What a catch by Bright. And Janji had to do a bit of work there. A great catch.
Went low, was well hit by Manojada, but just picked the fielder. And the needle swinging towards the Joburg boys, the Sandton Royals beyond.
Just a slightly, ever so slightly.
Hit that sweetly, but Njanji, great catch right in front of us here in the comms box.
I thought it was coming to me for a second there, Simon. Thankful that Bright did the work. Let's have another look at that. Great work by our cameraman. A little bit more pressure now. 2 new batters at the crease. 1 more wicket, and I think the nerves will start to hit the lads from Dakar. They're experienced campaigners. They've been in a final before, the Malaysia Open.
India Super Series as well.
India Super Series.
They had that India Super Series game in control all the way up until the last ball. Home run from Gaurav Kumar for the Delhi Lions. Hero thought he was going flying towards the boundary, and Janji snaffled it superbly. Oh, good shape there from Hero. Overpitched on that occasion, but straight away beyond. Bit of nerves. They were hesitant there on the 2. Probably the right call in the end.
It's a good bounce in the step of the Sandton Royals at the moment. The high fives going around. A lot of chatter. Pressure's on the batters now. Oh, it's a peach.
And another wicket.
Appeal.
What a ball. Curtly, the umpire's nodding and Shahed's walking. What a delivery. We were calling for Vincent Herald to come on.
That is a peach of a delivery there, Simon.
Just moved and rose and flew through. So the birthday boy Shahed's on his way.
Have a look where he's standing. He's moved outside off stump and he's just fished at it. And you can't just throw your hands at a delivery like that. You got to get into line.
Oh, and you just see it deviate off
Just
the
feathered
face
it.
there. Feathered, and great catch, Pretorius. So Sandton Royals, they're right in this match now.
Now I think the needle has shifted. I think we've got a game on our hands here, Simon. Pressure on the Heritage cricketers. They're 40 for 4. 7 overs gone. Runs are not a problem. It's the wickets now. 79 off 65 balls. Should be a doddle. But they've only got 4 wickets remaining.
Yeah, and Ratan Dash in now. And I tell you what, Vincent Herald, he's going to trouble a few of these guys. They're come from Bangladesh, lower bouncing wickets. They've got low hands, low back lifts. Not coping with the extra bounce of Herald there.
I think the footwork there, they're so used to just being able to trust the bounce. That one's risen sharply. He hasn't moved his feet, hasn't got into line. He's paid the price.
What a semi-final we've got on our hands. A modest total.
When just before Sandton Royals took the field, I was speaking to Martin van Wyk and he said, sometimes the low total causes extra pressure. So
yeah,
he backed himself there. We can see still a lot of work to do, but certainly he's spot on the money there.
Was that his reason for running himself out? He said they wanted to get a low total, but it'll be easier to defend, or... Oh, just upishly played again. Feels like there could be a wicket every ball here. They've got 2 experienced guys at the crease, so Akil Kohar, the lefty, Ratan Dash, the right-hander.
Conquerors rolling in, looking very serious and determined.
Yeah. Zarub there. He's a star man for the Conquerors.
Got a big role to play against current world champions, Masagami, next game.
Oh, again, outside edge. Just be one. But Ratan Dash opens his account.
Kohar on strike now. Martin van Wyk bowling to the left-hander.
Looking to angle the ball across the lefty.
Just rolled his wrists.
Skillful bowler, Van Veek. So, Big Joe Lombard, he's got his chest out and his chin up at the moment. He was very concerned walking around before.
It's good cricket from Heritage, looking for 2.
Older out there, deep cover.
Haven't seen much of him, but I've heard good things from Mr. Grieve.
Tidy bowler as well.
It's punched out in the covers. Hero does the work. A bit of warm air blowing for a change. We in for a hot day here in Constantia.
On and off the field beyond.
Beautiful weather, beautiful scenes. .45 for 4 after 8. 74 from 60. Vincent-year-old. He's got 2 from 2. He's looking for his 3rd wicket here.
Oh, that's well bowled.
This is the one occasion where I would say it's okay for dot balls and just block him up and block the ball and block the good ball and see him off. He's been on fire here. It's a handful.
Down leg that one.
Bit of an effort ball, straying down the leg side.
I actually think maybe can think about going over the wicket to the lefties. A lot of bowlers like bowling around the wicket to the left-handers, but with the shape, if he's shaping it, it's just all going to go down leg on the angle.
Especially if it's lifting. Oh.
Off the pad. So great game this. As we see number 1 commentator, Ross Kaywood, he's come up from the bottom field to check out some of the action.
I really would like to see Hero bowling over the wicket. It's a slower ball. They're looking for 2.
See what he's trying to do. He's trying to get that Yorker to swing into the base of off, but over pitching that time. So this is now the good matchup beyond Hero to the right-handed Dash. See if he can get one to lift and take the edge.
Oh, it's a peach.
Oh. I hope there wasn't a nick on that because the keeper's dropped it, but
it's difficult behind the stumps in these conditions, just wobbling around.
you always try and make excuses for wicket keepers, huh?
Hardest job in the game. Only honest souls take that position.
Oh, wide ball.
That's 3 runs. So second wide of the over.
So a bit wasteful there.
Needs to come back strong. If he gets a wicket off this ball, he won't mind.
That's the end of the over. So 9 done. And Kero wanted that one again, but aren't they called over?
Yeah, last man stands. Maximum of 6 balls and over. First wide is an extra ball and 1 run. Second wide, 3 runs to the batsman's name. No extra ball.
Yeah.
50 up, Simon. Be a relief for the Heritage cricketers.
So if you're watching on, let us know where you're watching from. There's a lot of LMS going on around the world on this lovely Sunday. Let us know how you got on. Got a few people we know watching here. Sam Sharma, James Kane, and 2 other people I know. So drop us a comment. It's great to hear from you. A lot of support for Heritage on the comment section. A little bit for the Sandton Royals as well. Heritage under a bit of pressure here. 10th over now.
It's well bowled. Mini partnership developing between Kohar and Dash. Putting the pressure back onto the Royals. They need wickets just about every over here to keep the pressure on.
So Van Wyk bowling well. He's just not quite the same level of threat as Vincent Herald.
I think he'll disagree with you, but I think you're right there.
Backs himself, does Van Wyk. I'd love to see Peacemore coming on this first over when they spin round the leg spin. Nicely played from Kohar.
It should get easier from the other end. Should be hitting with the wind now, if my eyes are correct.
Yeah, still struggling a little bit to work it out. I'm just watching these flags to our left blowing, and almost looks like it's blowing right across the ground.
I think the wind swirls around the little clubhouse building, but generally it's coming from, like, how to explain this, from the parking lot towards the clubhouse.
Right.
That's the general direction I think it blows.
So fine leg to long off now as they'll spun around.
That's perfectly described there, Simon.
So Peacemore Zimwa, we were calling for the leg spin. Well, I was calling for the leg spin, and we're seeing him now in this 11th over. I'm looking forward to this. I think Kohar will fancy taking him on, but could buy a wicket. And one more wicket. It's going to get very interesting. Just Usman Ali Mushtaq and Faisal Ahmed to come with the bat. .64 required.
64 from 50 balls. Runs aren't a problem for Heritage cricketers. It's just the wickets column. They can bat out their overs, they win this match. Simple as that. If they can bat out their overs.
And that if is the big question now. So Zimwa over the wicket to the left-hander, which is good to see. We'll be trying to drift it across and see if he can get any turn back in. Pitching it middle and off. A little bit of grip, not a lot.
A bit of hesitancy by the batters there. I weren't sure if they should take the 2 on.
I don't want to lose. They don't want to run out now. We saw 2 in the Royals innings, which really hurt them. The Dash now on strike. Oh, and runs up fine.
Should be a couple here.
Risky shot, but again, just one.
He's played it very late. A lot of work for the fielder to do. It's well played. Heritage won't mind this.
I think Zimwa's got to look to toss it up here a bit. Try and see if he can get the guys to take a risk. Why not? One more wicket and it blows it right open. Toss it up above Dash's eye line here. See if will take it on.
There we go. Oh, it's well played. Oh, fielder. Losing it there for a bit, Elder. 59 for 4, 1 ball to come in the 11th over.
Kohar just eyeing up this mid-wicket boundary, then you're seeing him looking over his right shoulder.
I'd like to see Bright come a bit straighter. Wind picking up, a few knots.
So 60 for 4 here, 11 gone. And Wes Middleton's left a message here for you, Bjorn. He said, "What's up, Briggs?"
Welcome, Wes. Stalwart of Last Man Stands, Johannesburg. He's one of the LMS legends.
Russell Cox tuning in as well from Slough. He'll be tuning in next to watch the Derby boys go round. You see Jared Older into the attack. Pushes out by Kohar. So I like this matchup for the lefty. Older trying to turn it away from the left-hander.
Needs a bit of magic here.
So Dash on strike now.
Can he do something special? Just adjustments to the field. Piece more at short third man.
Well bowled. Older bowls very quickly.
It's well bowled, well played. It's just the one.
So interesting that Chris Pretorius stood back for Older. Stands up for Peacemore.
Needs to get the helmet on and stand up. To Older.
Oh, that's a brave shot from Kohar. Goes down, ramps it. Getting after it is Pretorius, but it's going to beat him, I think. Big dive, but in despair. So nice execution there from Kohar. Brave.
Welcome boundary there for Heritage cricketers. They move to 66. 41 from 53. 53 from 41. Required now. We need a wicket here for Sandton Royals. It's just slipping away from them at the moment. It's a good partnership here from Heritage cricketers.
Going well, and we've got the viewers on Facebook and on YouTube tuning in. So welcome to everyone. This is a cracking final, semi-final. Sorry, it's going to go down to the wire, I feel. One more wicket just really makes it interesting. At the moment, Kohar and Dash just ticking it along. They're up to 67 now, 12 overs gone. A lot of love on the Facebook comments for Heritage cricketers, and over on YouTube, it looks like that's where the Sandton Royals fans are tuning in.
Kieran Fast back into the attack. Can he do something special here for his team? I'm sure his mum's watching back home in Johannesburg.
Crowd starting to roll in here. A few people joining us. Great to see some of the teams that have been knocked out in the previous rounds.
Fast storming in.
Ooh, thickest outside edge, but just down to third man for one.
Anybody's game at this stage, Simon. Got to favour the batters though still.
Whatever these two at the crease are, I think they're more than comfortable, but Usman Ali Mushtaq and Faisal Ahmed, they more hitters, and it's requires a bit of thought in this chase with the conditions.
It's a slower ball.
Flicked away fine. Peacemore's got a lot of work to do.
Easy too. It's not the line to be bowling at this stage of the game.
Good partnership here, Bjorn.
Very good partnership, and the ball's not doing as much as it was the first 10, so it's getting easier to bat out there.
Has Vincent Herald got any overs left?
He's got one to come.
It's almost time to give him a roll of the dice, I feel. See if he can prize a wicket.
It's good cricket from Heritage. As we said earlier, all they've got to do is bat out the overs and they win this game. That's exactly what they're doing here.
46 needed.
A flurry of wickets early on. They've just steadied the ship, these two, Kohar and Dash.
Experienced pair. Both played a lot of cricket. So now it's going to be older again. Bjorn, do you know for the Royals, who is it that calls the shots for the bowlers? Is Peacemore Zimwar the skipper? Or?
I think it is Peacemore.
Surprised he's not kept himself on here. Staying with, back to Vaughan Berry, sorry. Thought it was going to be older, but looks like it's Berry.
Berry was causing a few problems there.
Don't think he's going to swing it as much as he did with the new ball, though.
No. We've got an uphill battle here, have the Sandton Royals. They always did. It's always going to be harder this end. Again, look at the ball. It's just the wind is definitely picked up. It's the easier end to bat from.
Slightly nervous for Chris Pretorius here if he misses one down leg. That helmet's not quite on the right line there. It's right now for the lefty. For the right hander, it's just sticking out there at leg slip, asking to take a knock. Nice looking shot there
it's
from
in the gap.
Running
away.
away.
For the fielders. Oh.
And they've passed it to each other and dribbled it over the rope.
No luck there. Won't be getting a call up to Manchester United anytime soon.
Still a little bit of shape there for Berry, but great shot from Koa in the gap. Vincent Herald, just one touch pass.
It's in the gap again, should be two more. Growing with confidence, the pair. It's 80 up. Two to come here.
In the gap again, should be another two. Could be four. Well done, Older. One feels like they're firmly with Heritage at the moment, but a wicket or two will change things drastically. Oh, outside edge. That is a peach from Vaughan Berry.
Effort ball there, just took off.
Look at this. Finds the edge. Oh, that would have been a great catch from Pretorius. Just beats him to the outside.
Well bowled there by Vaughan. Needed to do something special. Produced. Unlucky not to get a wicket. We haven't. That's the first chance we've seen in a long time, Simon. So they need more of that. It'll lift his team a bit. It's a boundary, but those little glimpses of hope that keeps them going, keeps them fighting. So Hero's coming back onto bowl.
I like this move, Bjorn. Get him on. He's the gunman. They need a wicket now. It's getting to 30 off 30. Under a runner ball will be a dawdle, you feel. So they need a wicket here. Well bowled.
Oh, it's great effort.
Oh, careful there, Hero. He's got himself in an awkward position.
87. It's Unlucky Aussie number.
Yeah, hopefully lucky for Sandton Royals here. Pretorius getting ready for that nick again. Benson will be looking to shape into the lefty. Well ridden though by Kohar. Another single to get themselves off 87.
It's 88 for 4. 31 from 28. Almost a runner ball now.
Oh, this is high. Chance. And Junji under it.
Oh, it's a great
well
catch.
taken.
Well done, Bright and Junji.
They take the steal.
That is he has been rock solid under the high ball today. That was a very difficult catch. The wind is swirling around. The Claremont Cricket Club breakthrough, 90 for 5.
We were calling for it beyond. Said get Herald on. They need a wicket, and he's delivered.
Didn't need to play that shot.
That
They
was
were going so
unnecessary.
nicely.
It was at a runner ball. You don't need to be smoking over cover. Good catch in the end by Njanji. I thought he'd misjudged it in the wind. So another twist in the tail here. And it's getting tense.
Rain column, not a problem here for Heritage cricketers. Wickets column, potentially.
Yeah.
3 to go. No one in the hat. No 50s yet.
Well, I don't think if anyone gets to 50, that's game over here.
Well,
Yeah. Akil Kohar
one
gets
of the
to
openers
50.
could have, but
Okay, there's full and wide. I think Dash is trying to hit that dead straight, but just skews out. And Brighton Chunji got himself a little bit under it, had to take 2 steps back.
that's the wind pushing it a bit there at the end. He's done very well to watch the ball and take a great catch.
He's done well. See the toss about to happen here for the second semi-final. Johan Faree and Sully Khan. Wayne Grieve with the coin. So Usman Ali Mushtaq, the new batsman here. They've brought the cover in. They've got mid-off up. Oh, chipped uppishly. Thought it was going back to the bowler there. And the news from the toss is? Masagami have won the toss and they're batting first in the second semi-final.
He's gone with a heads call. Surprising option there by Johan Faree. Tails never fails for me.
Last ball of his spell.
Oh, it's
well
a great
bowled.
delivery and well fielded. Well played as well by the batter, Usman Ali Mushtaq.
So superb there from Vincent Herald, 3 for 12.
Oh, 4 overs, what a spell of
I think
bowling.
he's still got one left here, Bjorn. I think it's just a 3.
Can he get one more wicket?
So Martin van Wyk into the attack now. He's taken 1 for 15. If he can get Prize one more out here. Just bringing the third man up. So Van Wyk maybe looking to angle the ball across, maybe some off cutters to the left-hander. See if he can get the thick outside edge. 28 needed, 25 balls remaining. It's a great shot.
Could be 4. Fielder's done well here.
Be 2 though.
Martin Vivek's not looking as dangerous from this end. He was causing problems the other end, on the parking lot end. Can he change something up here? Can he make it happen?
Another great shot. Kohar's looks so solid out there. Nick off Vaughan Berry earlier, but just beat Pretorius. They're bringing the mid-off up here for Usman Ali Mushtaq.
It's not a bad option.
I've seen him bat before, and he likes to clobber it, so
give him that chance to go for it. Mishits it, could be out.
Don't know if he'll do it here because it's pressure's right on.
The wind is picking up 31 knots an hour. Slower ball.
Oh,
He's played it well. He's picked it. It's down to Peacemore, third man.
95 for 5. 24 needed. 21 balls left. Kill
He's
Kohan.
got one ball to come here in this over. Can he make it happen here?
Well bowled.
Shouldn't be two. No, Martin's done well there to cut it off. It's a long way for Vince Hero to field that. It's a good over for Heritage cricketers. Let's have a look at the bowling figures here for Sandton Royals. Some fantastic spells there by Vaughan Berry.
They're going for the kill here because they're bowling Vincent Herald out, and after that it's just Kieran Foster with one over left. So Peacemore Zimwa and Jared Older are going to have to bowl 2 overs between them. So
Looks like the Elder's coming on.
They swapped it up now. Are going for Older.
I would have liked to see Hero have one there.
Same. Just he's the most dangerous. They're trying to take it deep here. If Older can get a wicket here, it's right on. I'd almost say Sandton Royals will be favourites with one more wicket. With Herald and Foss with an overreach. Off spinner to the left-hander though. Victoria still stood back though, Bjorn.
Oh, it's a crazy move. I wouldn't mind seeing Hero come in a bit as well. Put a bit of pressure on him. He's punched down the ground, long on for one.
So now, I like the left up, the matchup, so the lefty to the off spinner, but this one also is intriguing. See if Usman Ali Mushtaq will take him on. Smacks that hard to the offside. Bright and Janji out there.
If I'm the batter, I'm going to be standing outside my crease if Pretorius is back.
Yeah.
Trying to negate the spin in the LBW. So bowled.
It's tense behind, my knees going, foot's tapping.
Don't know if I'm cold or nervous, Simon.
Bit of both, perhaps. 99 on the board now. 20 needed. Sandton Royals ruining those missed extra 20 runs here. If they got into 140, this would be well in favour. Oh, short ball.
That's out of here.
Great shot by Usman Ali Mushtaq.
Not how to finish it over there. He's dropped it short and has been punished. Great shot.
Very short. Usman Ali tucked into it. It was going out to Vincent Herald. He thought he was in the game for a bit, but just could only watch it sail over his head.
That's almost into the wind because it's coming from the parking lot end.
Looks like Bright and Junji's going to bowl an over here. So I'm not sure why Peacemore Zimwa, the leg spinner's only bowled the one beyond.
Nerves, I think. You skipper, you got a few liberties. Who would want to bowl now at this stage of the game?
Surely not. He's a very good leg spinner.
Leaguey's bowling with the wind.
Looks like
into the wind. Yeah, he's got to back himself. Interesting, but Bright's had a good game.
The leg spinner as well, looks like it. He's got a long run up for a leggy.
Don't know if that's a leg spinner with that run up.
Look, he's just flicking it like he's a leggy.
Keeper's up.
I think he is a leg spinner.
What a run up.
He's off the Rashid Khan 12-stepper. So they rolling the dice here, Sandton Royals. They know they need one. Usman Ali, can he keep his composure?
Well bowled.
Oh, and Usman looking to go large as well. He wants to finish this quickly. Big heave. Luckily for him, chunks it into the ground and out to long off.
12 off 13. Should be a doddle for Heritage. He's got to knock it around. Nothing fancy.
Akil Kohar showed a lot of composure here. 42 off 32, off 33.
He's been the glue of this innings for Heritage cricketers. And buy them a few Coca-Colas if they get through this match. He's tossed it up.
Ooh.
Got a ball. Hero next over, I feel.
Yeah, I think so. He's been the pick. He's the most aggressive and attacking of the bowlers. Short ball. Oh, again, Kohar showing great composure. Gets it in the gap, and that's 4.
A welcome boundary for Heritage cricketers. So 6 just required off 10 balls now. So a boundary at the end of the last 2 overs, really taking it away for the Sandton Royals.
Kohar just able to pick his spot there, swiveled in the gap, 4 runs. Got to feel that just breaks the back of it here. The last roll of the dice here, they'll be looking to knock it off. You don't want to take it to the last over. But against Vincent Herald, is there a twist beyond?
Could be. We've seen it happen before. Surely not though, Simon. Just got to play sensible cricket here. They get 2 or 3 off this over without losing a wicket. There's 3 required off the last over. It should be home sailing.
Testing Usman's ego here. They've got the cover in the mid-off up. Saying if you want to hit it over us. Could get the slip in if they wanted. A little bit straight to start from Hero.
5.
Easily run square.
5 left, 5 more to get.
The offside field comes up for the lefty. Keeping mid on up, just the deep square that goes back. Long on. Fine leg and third man.
That's well played. It's good cricket from Heritage.
Easily back for 2. Three needed. 8 balls remaining. 1 hit away. Akil Kohar on 48. He's been superb here. If he gets his 50 though, the last man comes in.
Got to get the slip in here from fine leg. It's just too easy. It's well bowled, but it's an easy single.
So Kohar on 49. Usman Ali Mushtaq 12 off 10. They need 2. Everyone coming up now. It's just the long leg that's back down there. It's going to go fine. Running away. That long leg man didn't pick it up. Runs away, and that's 4. And Heritage cricketers Bangladesh have won this first semi-final. We always felt it was a modest total from Sandton Royals, but they did their best. It's a tense finish, especially when they lost that 5th wicket. But fantastically well batted by Akil Kohar. Finishes 49 not out. Usman Ali Mushtaq 16 off 11. Saw it home. Vincent Herald bowled superbly. 3 for 20. 3.4. Bjorn, got to feel that Sandton Royals with those 2 silly run-outs just left a few runs out there.
Yeah, I think Martin Vivek getting run out there was a big difference in this game, but Sandton Royals hold their heads up high, have made the semi-finals of the World Champs in their first World Champs outing. They'll be proud of themselves. Heritage cricket is just too strong there in the end, and I think can say they left 20 off there, but give credit where it's due to the good fielding and good bowling from Heritage cricketers. All that pressure built caused those errors there. So we've got our first finalist of the day, Heritage cricketers. And we have a look at the knockout runway. The next up is Masagami. They're up against the UK champions, the Conquerors. Going to be an absolute cracker, Simon.
Yeah, it's going to be a brilliant game. Masagami winning the toss, electing to bat. They'll be looking to get runs on the board.
Be interesting to see which end the Conquerors open up from. Bowl from the parking lot end or the Bing end.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go stand out in the middle a bit and try and judge which way this wind's actually going. Does look like it's now blowing the traditional southeaster here. So as we look on the screen there, from the left across to the right, but we'll be back in 15 or so minutes with the second semi-final of the day. Masagami, the defending champions, up against the